Hey Cancer, thank you for joining me for your weekly love reading. This is going to be a reading for the week of September 27th through October 3rd. This is going to be a little bit different than last week if you had tuned into last week's reading. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards for 3 different decks, and then we're going to get clarifiers in between those with a different deck. Okay, so the whole purpose of this is hopefully to be able to provide you with as much insight as possible, but so that you could also still see the cards and the reading to be kind of in a state of movement. So it's not just, that's way too many. Kind of a state, like I said, a state of movement. So it's not just like this really stagnant reading where all you see is my hands and you just hear me talking. So hopefully, let's see here. I'm trying to get this all set up here. My cat wound up knocking over my whole setup yesterday. So as well as watering 4 of my 5 decks that I used. So trying to get everything situated back up. Also, please forgive me. I am still getting used to recording, so you might hear me say a lot of ums, whatnots, maybe some awkward pauses. I'm going to try my best not to. I also have the tendency to ramble, so I'm going to try not to ramble as well. I just want to make sure that I am providing you with the clearest message that I'm receiving. Okay, so sometimes words do get caught up on my tongue. So just a little patience with that would be fantastic, okay? Let's go ahead and continue here. 3 more cards. Also, if this message does not resonate with you, please feel free to check your moon sign or your rising sign. In addition, if you would like a personal reading, check out the description box below. Okay. Hopefully this blue background will be a little better too. Okay, so some key players that we have going on here is this, we have a Page of Pentacles coming in. We also have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So somebody is coming forward, a feminine energy is coming forward. She's definitely offering you this wonderful, stable beginning. Again, it doesn't have to be, if you're a female watching, we're talking about the energies, not the actual gender of the person. So it could be somebody that is definitely grounded, because this is a pentacle. It would be any of the earth signs. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Remember, with Earth, they're very, like I said, grounded. They're reliable, dependable, definitely practical and loyal. It looks like that they will be bringing, with this page, they will be bringing in something tangible to you, so a small offer or a token of love. This could also be, when we talk about love, we're not just talking about romantic love. Though we all hope to have romantic love, and that's what's coming in. Sometimes Spirit wants you to know that you do have divine partnerships, soulmates that happen to be friends. So this could be a female friend that's coming towards you to give you a little token of love, saying, hey, you know what, I'm still here for you. I got you. I was thinking about you the other day, and I picked this up for you, that type of energy. We do have Judgment, so something will be resurrected from the past. It could be a feeling. It could be a person coming back to offer you an apology. 1 second. Sorry, my cat trying to get into something else he's not supposed to be getting into. It looks like, though, whatever that is coming in, you will be really, really stuck in your head. Excuse me, let me go ahead first, actually, and tell you what cards that we have on here, because I do know with different decks it's harder to see, and plus on the video it's a little bit difficult to see, the variations. So we have Judgment, we have 7 of Wands, we have the 9 of Wands, okay? We have the Six of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Also, let me start. Let me not start because we've already started. But let me also add here that when we have the Sun card here, I do tend to see that as like a overall brightening up and illuminating and bringing positivity to your overall read. So if something seems like it's a very negative, kind of think of it as more of like a muted negative versus like the full negative. I try not to read as many negatives as I can. It will show me and tell me. I do not read reversals, but the energies will show. Like here with the Eight of Swords, you're definitely feeling like you're trapped. Same with this Knight of Wands. You're feeling, very defeated, very tired, exhausted. Probably because you've been defending yourself and you've been holding tight to something, right? So with this Four of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, you're holding tight to your money. This could be you're holding tight from an idea, you're holding tight onto something that doesn't serve you. But in this card here, they're moving forward, they're on this ship, so you're holding tight to your emotions, right? Because they're on a ship, right? The waves and such. And so, I mean, that could be, it's pretty typical here with talking about, water elements and your water element, that you're really, standing true to your emotions, right? You are, though, moving away from something that mentally is no longer serving you. Even though I am still feeling that you are kind of stuck in your head, you're moving away from some of it, okay? So it's not like total moving away, but maybe you're moving away from one aspect of it than the other. Or maybe there's two things that you're moving away from. But again, on the top here, it is top heavy, defending yourself, standing tall, and that's what's really causing you, to be in this position of that victim, that you feel like you're emotionally battered, type of feel to it. You're just totally exhausted. You need a break, right? But it looks like, though, going down, like I said, you do have this wonderful offer coming in, this Page of Pentacles. This could be something to do with education. It could deal with, just something that will help to ground you. It could also deal with, obviously, finances. But they're bringing in something towards you, something tangible. When I think of Pentacles, I think of something physical, not something emotional or something passionate. This is physical, with the Pentacle. And then, of course, the wonderful Queen that we have. So let's go ahead and let's get some clarifiers, okay? So I'm going to pull 6 cards to clarify. And those 6 cards are not going to be clarifying, one particular card, but the cards that they're next to. So it could be this way, the 2 cards here. It could be, the 6-pack right here. It could be, within a 4. We'll see what they say, okay? I tend to try to read as many energies as I can across the board, and not just as that individual card. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, right? All right. Okay, awesome. So we do have some clarity that's going to be coming in that's going to give you a firm foundation. Whatever was kind of giving you the stuck feel, this, energy of being, battered and in your head, clarity will be coming because we have this Ace of Swords coming in, and Ace of Swords to me is that hard data, the facts, the truth, right? So we have the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Devil, the Hierophant, and then of course the Ace of Swords that I was just talking about. So we do have the Devil, so you could be dealing with the Capricorn as well. And then we have the Hierophant, so that is the Taurus. So these are two other individuals that could be present coming in, or they could have an active role within your life, okay? I do want to say that we do have the Eight of Wands, so there is that movement, you're moving away. And I think it's kind of ironic how, tarot works here, but you have the, 7, 8, and 9. So you're progressing through the wands, right? The next thing, you're going to be at is that 10, and then the cycle's going to be over, right? And that's where you want to go. You want to head towards that cycle being done so you can start all over with that wonderful ace coming in. We do have, again, this Knight of Swords. So someone is going to come in. They're going to come charging in with some clarity. This could be whomever is coming back from the past, whatever is being resurrected. It's going to come out quick. It's going to come out very, very quickly. And they're going to bring some truth to the situation, okay? Something that might kind of make you feel defensive, and that you need to stand your ground. Make sure that whatever they come in towards you, first of all, if it's coming in genuinely, with honesty and, at the right vibration, try to see it from their point of view, okay? If it comes in, though, as like breadcrumbing, gaslighting, any of those negative aspects of a relationship, or they're coming in as like a narcissist or whatever, trying to blame you for a situation, or not even that, like, that player feel, and the Knight of Swords doesn't give me the player feel. It's just coming in quickly. But what I'm saying is try to be gentle with them, and with yourself in the situation, okay? No one has had perfect past, and without someone getting hurt, or else they wouldn't be there in your past. They'd be in your present and in your future, right? And every relationship ends for a different reason. So, it could be something that they were lacking in the relationship, or something that you were lacking, or there wasn't that equal balance, right? So try to be patient with the person, and try to provide yourself with multiple different views, different not options, different perspectives, okay? So then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So, you're in your A game anyways. You might be stuck in your head and holding tight, but you're sitting here and you are, you're such an independent person. You can survive without having anyone else's help. You have your own job, have your own place, have your own car, whatever, it's your own. You're doing your own thing, right? You're surrounded by all these pentacles, these Nine of Pentacles, and you're in full abundance, okay? Also, with this card, with the Nine of Pentacles, there's also an owl here, which to me is wisdom. So you have a lot of wisdom for yourself, for your situations, to life itself. Use that wisdom when it comes to this Knight of Swords that's coming in, okay? Also use it towards your own head. I mean, you are already in your head. Maybe you have a lot of wisdom about the situation, but you don't have to be trapped in it, right? You do not have to let those thoughts control, the situation, okay? Okay, so with the Hierophant, coming in, when I originally pulled it, the first thought I got was education. So maybe, you meet this person that's coming in, and maybe they're with the school that you're attending. Maybe they teach. Maybe, and when I say like teaching, I'm not even saying like university teaching. Maybe they teach like local classes, which is a cool thing too. Maybe they teach online. Maybe they, teach kids how to play soccer, teaching in a consensus, right, in education. The Hierophant is about higher learning. It's about higher, education in general. It's also about religious factors or higher religions. It's also, my traditional card. So we're talking about social norms. We're talking about traditional relationships. So they could be wanting to offer you that traditional relationship. You are an independent person. That's another key factor. With the bear here, the bear to me is all about introspection. So maybe really take a look, do some introspection on yourself about this relationship or about this person coming in to offer you something. It might feel really weird and unsettling, because this person's coming in and you're such an independent person. But it seems like that they really want to have a traditional relationship with you. Okay. So maybe if in the past they couldn't commit, or they could have had commitment problems. Maybe they had a lot of childhood, injuries and trauma that they just didn't share, and that maybe they want to be able to, or they've healed from them, or have done a lot of work with that. I'm sorry, words aren't coming out, so maybe that's not the right thing. But just know that everyone has a history. So maybe they've worked through their history in their past, and now they want to come back towards you with an offer, something traditional, something conventional. Okay. Again, we've mentioned this eight of wands briefly. Eight of wands are about those messages. It's quick action. With the bird there, birds are always going to be about that action. The deer, to me, in this picture here, it really is reminding me of like medicine cards that I had when I was a kid. And to me, the story with the deer is, I'll save you from the whole story, but it was about how the deer was kind of fearless. They were able to stand up and to be able to, in spite of being afraid, they were able to stand their ground and to hold tight. So really, stand your ground. Again, you are standing your ground. Don't have fear of what you're unsure about, what you don't know. About possibilities in the future. Obviously everyone has fears about something, but try not to let that hold you back with this new relationship coming in. With the Devil card underneath of it, though, I'm feeling that there might have been originally some sense of like codependency, something obsessiveness. Either I really feel it's codependency, but somebody could have had an addiction in the past. The standard drug, tobacco, alcohol. It could be even like an addiction to leisurely things like Netflix, or video games, or even just like soda, or whatever. Uh, there's a ton of different options, that it could obviously be, but I really want to say that it really felt codependent. It didn't feel like it was equal balance. Okay. And that could have been why, you're holding tight to who you are, you're standing your ground, and you're moving away, mentally from something that didn't serve you. So maybe that connection just wasn't at the right vibration in the past. Maybe this new connection will be at that correct vibration for you to be able to move forward, right? We already mentioned this Ace of Swords. It's definitely bringing in that clarity that you need to know through some sort of communication, some sort of message. All right, so let's go ahead and let's pull some oracle cards, see if we can get some more. Flying high. Awesome. Let's get one more. Okay, so we have flying high, and then we have education. Okay, so definitely things that we've kind of talked about. I'm going to put this one off to the side here real quick. So flying high. To me, flying high is, it really is reflecting this eight of wands with the deer, so movement, but standing your ground and being yourself, right? This wonderful, I guess it's like a Pegasus. This wonderful Pegasus is so bright, so beautiful. They don't have a care in the world, really. So it's definitely about that movement, about being yourself. It's about also transforming within the relationship. Uh, cycles here in the bottom, with this garden. So like jumping over the cycles, moving past those karmic ties and the karmic pattern that you had in the past with this. So I'm also thinking here, like, sometimes here with the judgment, yes, they're coming out of crypts, but sometimes it looks like it's a maze. Some of the cards that I've seen, and that's really reflecting upon here. So it could be that this person that's coming back, or the situation that's coming back, it's going to be something totally different. It's not going to be how it was before. Because you've transformed, there's been changes, you've grown past whatever was the past, right? So that's very beautiful. Then we had education again. So something about educating. This card also for me is about reflecting back into your past and being enlightened. It's kind of like the Hermit card for me. So this here represents yourself, an individual. I don't care what the gender of the card is, for you, but it's a girl or a woman sitting here reading a book, and to me this book is her book of her life, her story, right? And so she's being enlightened by what's in the story, right? What's in it. So really she's reflecting back upon her stories to, bring her enlightenment. And then with the moon up top here, that's what I mean. Like, it's going to be revealing something that hasn't been seen before, right? Some light is going to be coming up to it. It's going to be able to give you the truth of the matter. And then we have this crane or this stork. I'm going to say it's a crane. To me, again, it's about those messages, right? So when you're doing some introspective work, really listen for the messages that it's telling you, if you do meditate, listen to what you're seeing and what you're hearing and what you're feeling, right? Really start to see the patterns and how you are changing them, right? Or how you should be changing them. And listen to your gut with this, right? So when this person comes back, remember to resonate, or to have your vibration high so you both can resonate on the same page, right? All right, so we're going to pull one more card, and then we will call that the week. So let's see here what we have. Ooh, the Eagle King. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. It says big picture and angelic help. So with this card, I'm really getting that when this person does come in, look at that whole picture. Try not to look at the small individual details. Don't scrutinize, remember this person's coming back. And usually when someone comes back after being hurt, or doing the hurt, it is so hard to make that reconnection. It's incredibly difficult. But remember the big picture. The big picture here is that we are all spirits having human existence, or that that didn't come out totally right. So we're beings having a human existence, right? Experiencing our lives, and our truth of the matter is that our highest purpose in life is to love, to share love, to give love, to be in love, right? To vibrate at the frequency of love. And so, and I'm not even talking emotion, like love, like I'm going to have this, share. I'm like, sorry, I don't know why this energy is just really weird right now. It's not necessarily like a love, like I am romantically attracted love, but it's a love of like, honesty and purity of love, right? So when this person comes back to you, no matter, what, remember, no matter what, if you want to take them back, that's a totally different situation. But be in that moment of gratitude that that person, mustered up the courage to come back and talk to you, if they're coming in genuine, and come back to you and, be grateful, send that love that this person had that strength to reach out to you, to either come back and apologize or to try again, because it does take a lot, right? And to send them off with, love and light, that type of feeling, or to welcome them with love and light, Um, and also that, it says angelic help, that this is like, divine is coming in and they are helping you, your ancestors, everyone's there to be able to help provide you with some support during this time, okay? Also with the eagle, it's another bird, so it's a lot of messages, message from spirit, from source. So that's where that angelic help is. So if you happen to see an eagle or even really a bird, know that the messages are there for you coming in, okay? All right, well, thank you so much for letting me do your reading, Cancer. I hope that this does resonate with you, and I hope that you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much, hon.